Well, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to meet you guys. Today we are from the last group. We'll give you an interesting information. But before that, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel because in this YouTube channel you can get many knowledge and interesting information. So today we are from the last group. Group 10 will give you an interesting information. It's about Thailand, but not the country of Thailand. But we would like to keep an information about Thailand stakeholders' perceptions of effective EFL teachers. So, do you know Thailand? Of course, it's a country, but we'll not talk about the Thailand. We'll talk about the stakeholders' perceptions of effective EFL teachers. But before going to tell you about the stakeholders' perceptions of effective EFL teachers, I would like to introduce my members group. The first one, me, Shukran, and then the next one is Siti Fatima Yusuf, and the last one is Isti. I hope that you can enjoy this video. So keep watching.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And me, Isti Hasana. There are table of contents. The first, introduction. The second, research method. The third, result. And the last, conclusion. The first one is introduction. Effective teaching and effective teachers have been explained for different viewpoints. EFL 2003 stated that effective teaching consists of 5 components: the component of effective teaching, classroom management, instructional behavior, and classroom organization and teacher expectation. EO 2014 point out that effective teaching is generally referred to in terms of abacus and student outcomes and the teacher behaviors, and classroom process that promote better student outcomes. And effective teachers are clear about instructional goals, are knowledgeable about curriculum content and the strategies for teaching it, are knowledgeable about their student and are able to adapt introduction to their needs and anticipating misconceptions in their existing knowledge. Darling, Hemant, 2000. Emphasized verbal ability, content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, certification status, ability to use a range of teaching strategy skillfully, and enthusiasm for the subject characterize effective teachers. Teacher in Thailand. The established standards for Thailand's pre-service program are the standards of knowledge created by the teachers, Council of Thailand TST, and regulation of professional standards and ethics. These standards require pre-service teacher and individuals speaking a teacher's license to have knowledge of typical foundation and pedagogical topics like curriculum development, education and measurement and evaluation, classroom management and practicum. From the perspective of OECD, UNESCO, Thailand's pre-service programs appear to cover the 3 broad content areas typical of teacher preparation course, foundation, pedagogy, and subject matter. However, discussion with stakeholders in Thailand as well as some research indicate that gaps remain in topic important to supporting the country's education reform. Most notably, programs are not specifically required to prepare student teachers in the basic education curriculum. The hint of the country's learner-centered education reform, or impart an understanding of the theory of learning underpinning that curriculum and the reform. Moreover, the entire year-long practicum is conducted at the end of the program rather than being interwoven with coursework. Stakeholders reported that more back and forth between practice teaching and coursework over the final year and a half of the program would be preferable. OECD or UNESCO 2019, page 199.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Fatima Yusuf. Today, I will explain about part 2, the research method. There are three main points from the research method. Among other things, A. Participants. Participants of the study were selected as a complement. Example include three groups of stakeholders in the EFL service teacher education program at Faculty of Education. Mahasarakham University comprised students, EFL service teacher, and school administrator. The first group was the students from 13 schools, which consisted of 205 primary school students and 267 secondary school students from 34
Hey.
about classroom management in the last year of the study. There are numerous sources of information and data that could be drawn even to provide evidence to inform our understanding of teacher effectiveness. These sources included a range of data collection methods, e.g., classroom observation, interview, inspection framework, and assessment by trained professional, examination, and text data about student achievement, police documentation, and questionnaire survey, KO 2014. The first questionnaire was designed to discover the perception of the student of effective EPL teacher with no specific teacher in mind. It consisted of 5 categories, which include attribute of effective EPL teacher, teacher-student relationship in effective EPL teacher physical appearance, EPL teacher knowledge, and EPL teacher pedagogy and classroom management. The second questionnaire was distributed among the EPL service teacher and the school administrator. The questionnaire for the school administrator was in Thailand language to make sure that they would understand the content. The questionnaire for the EPL pre-service teacher was in use English language. It consisted of 6 categories, which include EPL teacher knowledge, characteristics of good EPL teacher, EPL teacher interpersonal skill, EPL teacher classroom management technique, EPL teacher classroom management technique, EPL teacher pedagogical approaches, and EPL teacher professional attributes. Survey results from the 3 groups of stakeholders were included to arrive at the descriptive statistics.
Well, the next is result. We can see 12 table. The first table is students' views about EFL teachers' knowledge. There are 10 aspects. The first one is accent. The next one is listening, speaking, reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary, translation, knowledge of culture, and the last one is having up-to-date knowledge. In table 1, the student perceived teacher's comment of the 4 skills of language to be a strong element of EFL teaching. extracurricular sports, and excursions. The next is willing to participate in planning and assessment. And the next is willing to attend meetings. And the last one is committed to encouraging students to learn. In table 5, reveals that the top ranked most important EFL teachers professional attribute according to the EFL pre-supervised teacher was committed to encouraging students to learn with 97.6%. The top ranked least important attribute was able to communicate with parents with 73.553%. The next is table 6. It's about EFL pre-supervised teachers' perception of EFL teachers' pedagogical approaches with 10 aspects. As can be seen in the table 6, 100% of EFL pre-supervised teachers considered that the first important of EFL teachers' pedagogical approach was the EFL teachers adapt teaching to students' learning styles. And then the second important thing of EFL teachers' pedagogical approach according to 94.12% of the EFL pre-supervised teachers, where the EFL teachers monitor student understanding during instruction and communicate outcomes of the lessons. The last popular alternative for the EFL pre-supervised teachers with 70.59% was the EFL teachers use a range of teaching strategies. The next is table 7. EFL pre-supervised teachers' perceptions of characteristics of good EFL teachers. There are 19 aspects. 22 aspects. Table 7 shows the characteristic of good EFL teachers. A total of 100 of the EFL pre-supervised teachers considered that the first important characteristic of good EFL teachers most process was teachers who enjoy students and made lesson fun. The second important thing that good EFL teachers should be according to 97.6% of the EFL pre-supervised teacher was teachers who can develop positive relationship. And the third is having true understanding of their subject area, being well prepared, and 86% and 100 for all the pedagogical approaches. And the last table is top 3 categories of EFL effective teachers perceived by the school administrators. With the first rank is EFL teachers professional attributes, and the next one is EFL teachers interpersonal skills, and the last one is EFL teachers pedagogical approaches. That's all the result, and we move to the next material.
Conclusion: the main of this study was providing new insight into EFL teachers' effectiveness in a specific context. The questionnaire data provided the concept of EFL teachers' effectiveness in Thailand. Drawing of the findings from the questionnaires provide the program implementers to revise the EFL Preserves Teacher Education Program. The results showed that the top 3 categories of EFL effective teachers, according to the students, were the first EFL teachers' knowledge, the second teacher-student relationship in effective EFL teachers, and third attributes of EFL teachers. The top 3 categories of EFL effective teachers, according to the EFL research teachers, were first EFL teachers professional attributes, the second EFL teacher pedagogical approaches, and the third characteristic of good EFL teachers. The top 3 categories of EFL effective teachers, according to the school administrators, were the first EFL teachers professional attributes, the second EFL teachers interpersonal skills, and the third EFL teachers pedagogical approaches. The student believed that EFL teacher knowledge was the most important for the teachers to possess. The EFL teachers characteristic. The EFL service teacher rated most strongly was EFL teachers. Professional attributes. The school administrators also considered EFL teachers' professional attributes as the most important in being considered effective. Their group of stakeholders: student, EFL research teacher, and school administrators value attributes of EFL teachers as a long span of EFL teacher effectiveness. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.